How do you define vitamin D deficiency, right? You want to measure your 25-hydroxy vitamin D, and anything lower than 20, we consider definitely to impact on bone health. But people worry about, is it high, is it normal, or is it low? And so for those that are high, Baywatch babes, right? They're 110, right? Lifeguards, are they intoxicated? I don't think so. You don't have to worry about intoxication until you're over 150 nanograms per ml. But the lower limit, how do you know if you're vitamin D deficient? Do you really need to be greater than 30? So we did a study with Ann DePape many years ago and showed PTH levels continue to decline until you get to around 30 nanograms per ml. You have a 3 times higher risk of having secondary hyperparathyroidism if your level is 21 compared to greater than 30 nanograms per ml. We also asked another question about sunlight and the variability in your PTH and 25-hydroxy-D, 3.8 million samples, and showed, as expected, your peak blood levels are at the summer and nadirs at the end of winter. And your PTH levels begin to increase and maximize 4 weeks later. And the real question is, the levels are at around 29 nanograms per ml at the end of the summer, compared to around 18 to 20 nanograms in the winter. There's no question that when you're vitamin D deficient, less than 30, that your PTH levels will continue to rise at the lower levels. We also know something else, which is a study done in 2010 by Primmel, looked at 675 German motor vehicle accident victims and got blood for 25-hydroxy-D and bone and showed, here's normal bone, here is osteoporotic bone where you see no trabeculae, but here you see normal trabeculae and pink stuff. That's osteoid. That's classic for vitamin D deficiency rickets. And here in healthy German adults, ages 20 to 90 years of age, almost 27% and 37% had evidence of osteomalacia or osteoidosis, which is osteoid buried within your bone. And they concluded, the IOM, that if you take this number of those between 21 and 29 having osteomalacia over the total as a denominator, less than 1% had osteomalacia. So they concluded you only need to be 20 nanograms per ml. But Primmel said you needed to be greater than 30. And in fact, they made a high school error in judgment, right? You should be taking this as your numerator and this is your denominator, meaning that adults with a 25-hydroxy-D of 21 to 29 nanograms per ml, 22% had osteomalacia, right? And so this is the preferred range that you've already heard from Jen, is what the Endocrine Society recommended in 2011.